In the early 17th century, the Netherlands was thriving as the center of European commerce and trade. The Dutch were famous for their innovative techniques and entrepreneurial spirit as well as their artistic sensibilities. One of their valuable creations was the tulip, which was introduced to the country from the Ottoman Empire in the late 16th century. Over time, tulips became a symbol of wealth and status, and their prices skyrocketed. The Dutch tulip industry reached its zenith in the winter of 1636–37, when the price of a tulip bulb increased rapidly, sometimes tripling in value in a single day. Investors and collectors were paying astronomical prices for rare specimens, fueling a speculative bubble that became known as the Tulip Mania. The Tulip Mania was a speculative frenzy that has often been compared to modern-day bubbles, such as the dot-com bubble of the late 1990s or the housing bubble of the mid-2000s. However, the Tulip Mania was unique in that it did not affect the economy as a whole, but rather a single commodity. The Dutch economy during that time remained relatively stable despite the burst of the tulip bubble. The cause of the Tulip Mania is still a subject of debate among historians and economists. Some argue that the demand for the bulbs was driven by economic speculation, while others believe that it was fueled by social status and a desire to conform to the elite's ideals. However, most historians agree that the Tulip Mania was, at its core, a psychological phenomenon. The irrational exuberance among buyers and investors was fueled by the belief that the tulip bulb's value would continue to skyrocket, regardless of economic fundamentals. One of the significant factors behind the Tulip Mania's success was the introduction of futures contracts, which allowed investors to buy and sell tulip bulbs that had not been harvested yet. This allowed people to invest in tulips without actually owning them, making it easier for speculators and investors to get involved in the trade. The tulip was also seen as a symbol of wealth and status, with its exquisite colors and intricate patterns serving as a sign of the owner's sophistication and refinement. This made it difficult for ordinary people to acquire rare or exotic bulbs, further driving up the prices. As the demand for tulips continued to increase, buyers and sellers began to introduce new, more expensive varieties of tulip bulbs. This led to a price war, with investors bidding up the price of these new breeds to absurd levels. In February 1637, one tulip bulb, a Semper Augustus, sold for 12,000 guilders, more than the price of a luxurious Amsterdam house. While most people saw the Tulip Mania as a way to make a quick profit, some wise investors saw it as a bubble that was bound to burst. Among them was a celebrated economist and philosopher, Isaac Le Maire, who shorted the tulip market by buying up contracts for bulbs that were not yet harvested. He would then sell these contracts when the prices were at their peak, earning a vast amount of profit in the process. However, Le Maire's move was not without consequences. He was accused of spreading rumors of the tulip bulb's downturn, which caused a widespread panic in the market. This led to a massive sell-off, which resulted in tulip bulb prices plummeting, leaving many investors penniless. The Tulip Mania's collapse sent shockwaves throughout the Dutch economy, with many businesses and individuals suffering significant losses. However, unlike contemporary bubbles, the Tulip Mania's impact was not long-lasting, and the Dutch economy quickly rebounded. Moreover, the Tulip Mania had a positive side effect, as it led to the creation of the stock exchange, which continues to be a vital center of the Dutch economy to this day. In conclusion, the Tulip Mania of 1637 was a fascinating phenomenon that is still studied and debated by economists, historians, and behavioral scientists. It was driven by a complex array of factors, including economic speculation, social status, and human psychology. While it caused significant financial distress for many people, it also had positive effects on the Dutch economy and led to the creation of the stock exchange. The Tulip Mania remains a powerful reminder of the dangers of economic bubbles and the importance of rational economic behavior.